Well, so what we have with us today is a committee of students who are representing the Bluegrass Youth Sustainability Council, which is just a coalition of students from our public and private high schools. And this committee in particular is looking to reach out and model what's already happening in our schools. So our green teams, our student teams in each of our public high schools, of our 56 high schools, are conducting a secret audit at the beginning of the school year and then a monthly patrol every month after that. And they're collecting data. And what they're looking for particularly is opportunity for energy conservation. And so they're looking for things like classroom lights being left on when teachers are not in there, LCD projectors being left on, appliances, windows open during heating and cooling months. Those are the kinds of things that they're looking for. Well, that's been going on in our schools for about 3 years now. And so this council of students decided that they wanted to take that model because it was working quite well in raising awareness, which, as you know, is such a huge part of changing the culture in a building and reducing that carbon footprint and just raising the awareness among the occupants. They wanted to model that and take it outside of our schools, and so they have audited central office, Fayette County Public Schools. It's about kids support services, and they've also now partnered with LFUCG to raise that awareness right here in LFUCG's Phoenix building. They're going to be looking for very similar things that they're looking for in our classrooms and in our schools. They're looking for lights that are left on when it's not being used. They're looking for windows that are open. They're looking for computers and monitors that are being left on, personal appliances, those kinds of things that could really potentially reduce the carbon footprint of this building, which of course will benefit us all and save taxpayers money as well. There's two really great reasons to care about our carbon footprint. Of course, there's the environmental implications, but I think what you're really asking about is the economic implication. And so in buildings like any of our public schools or in a building like the Phoenix building, it's all of taxpayers who stand to benefit from reducing that carbon footprint and reducing those utility bills. Because ultimately what we're trying to do is divert the funds that would be going to the utility company back to the government or to the public school system for those funds to be used in more useful and valuable ways than to the utility companies when it's feasible. So we have these Post-its really do a lot to raise awareness because our students, just as in our schools, as in this building, they will audit classrooms and offices where there's no one there. And so they need to be able to at least start that dialogue and let people know what they found and provide that very valuable feedback. And so they will leave either a thank you Post-it, which will clearly share with the office occupant that they are doing a great job of conserving energy, or they will leave an oops ticket during which they will leave very specific feedback about what they found so that individual can help reduce their carbon footprint for their office. These students have demonstrated extraordinary leadership, initiative, and collaboration with community partners, like in the case with LFUCG, within our schools and among each other.